Welcome to Reality Hunt Club. This webisode is all about opening bow season in Georgia. Now, that was September 10th, was opening day in Georgia. So I went up to our club on Friday evening, September 9th, and I decided to sit in one of our tower stands, which overlooked a couple of our bow stands, and just use that as a kind of an observation stand. So I sat up there, and full moon weekend, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot that weekend, and it was kind of warm. And the next thing I know, about 7:30, I started having deer come out in the power line. Now this is where we've had soybeans and they've been devastated. Well, right down here where you see this is you see this spot where this young, very nice 3.5-year-old is eating corn. I had this guy come out. This is our 4.5 who rules the power line. We call him the Big 9. Of course, a little bit disappointed, hoping he was going to be bigger, but the drought really kind of tied him down. Now, I thought that was really cool. I've never filmed two bucks fighting on video. So anyway, my bow stand is right there. Okay? As you can see, the arrow pointing. Now, so I'm sitting there and I'm excited. This is the evening before. It's west wind, which I don't like a west wind, but we'll go over that in a minute. So I'm videoing these deer from about 200, 250 yards away. That's why it's kind of shaky. The photos, it's kind of zoom. You see vibration because we're using the digital zoom of the camera and all that. So anyway, these deer come out. And we've been watching these deer on our cameras, our trail cameras. So this is the first time we saw them. So I was very excited. Now that you can see the 4.5, he's the Big 9 in the background. And this is a 2.5 to the left. To the deer's right, see him lay, okay, and then that's double corkscrew, which is a 3.5. So you got 2.5, a 3.5, and a 4.5 all in one photo. So you can see the body difference. Now I think the 4.5 is close to 200 pounds. So, but anyway, I was excited. Also a little disappointed because I was expecting bigger antler growth. Of course, when you have 6 to 8 weeks of drought with no rain at all, rain equals antler growth if you trace it all the way down. So I'm still excited. So I'm sitting here. I can't believe the deer coming out. Eventually, there's 11 bucks that come out on this power line, and there was 10 or 11 does. I lost track of 22 deer. Now this power line is very, very long, and I was just videoing the butts. But I had does above me. I had does below these. I had does on the other side of the fence on somebody else's property. It was just totally amazing the amount of deer I saw. And I thought this was pretty cool. This is he's not lip curling, but boy, he's trying to check out, make sure nothing's bothering him. You see him sitting there trying to catch the scent. Now you got to remember the west wind's blowing where he's looking. So the wind's blowing right into his face where he's looking. So he has no chance of seeing me, but I thought that was pretty cool, the fact that he's just trying to smell anything that's trying to get close to him. So, of course, this is all September 9th. Be nice to be showing you video of September 10th when I got a bow in my hand and some of these are in front of me. And so we talked about the deer eating our power line. Well, the deer eating our soybeans on our power line, and I sat there and watched them for an hour. 20-something deer just mow it down like he's doing right there. So it was a great encounter, and I enjoyed it. And so there he is there. He's nice and wide. He just doesn't have the mass, and I'm kind of disappointed in the tine leaf. Now, don't get me wrong. He's a fine deer, and somebody on the club will shoot him. Most likely, he steps out in front of me, I will shoot him too. But, I've talked to the guy that hunts next door, Frog, who's our taxidermist. He used to hunt our club, and we were talking about how the antler growth is down. Now, this joker, we call the double corkscrew, he's a 3.5, and he's got tremendous potential. When he turns that head certain ways, you get excited. I mean, look at the tine length he's got. And you're like, oh, I'm going to shoot him. Oh, yeah. But when you get down and he turns his head the other way and looks at you straight on, you can still see he's a smaller deer. He's probably 115, maybe 120-inch deer. Look at him right there. I mean, those tines look great. So he is a mature buck according to our rules on our club. But I'm hoping and praying, and I'm trying to talk other members that have shot better bucks. Give him a pass. Let him walk. Imagine what he'll be next year. Just do some QDM. So anyway, these deer started working their way up. Now this is right out in front of me where I'm sitting in this tower stand. They are 40 yards away. And basically what they're doing is they're feeding up this power line, and they want to go to this peanut field, which is in a little bit more populated area. So they're just kind of like waiting till it gets dark. Now this is when I had 6 other does come into the field, and boy, they're getting kind of nervous watching these deer come in here. But sure enough, there were 6 does popped out, and they just circled back around. Ain't that a pretty shot of that's a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old deer, Middle Georgia deer, right there. And that's just a great size comparison of those deer. It's actually, you count the other guy, he's probably a 2-year-old also. So there I am. Could have shot him with a crossbow. You can't shoot out of that tower stand with a bow, but I thought it was gonna be a coyote or something. They were really intense, and then all of a sudden, those 6 does popped out. So cool video, cool experience. I've never seen that much deer in one spot, so I was really looking forward to it. Now I hunted that stand the next night, and that's that tree I was showing you. I put the little corn out there for them since they ate it all. And all I had was this nice 2.5-year-old buck come in, which was with those guys. This is one of the ones that got run off the corn pile at the beginning of this video. And his twin sister came up there with him. So, and that's really the only deer. I had some does come through. Didn't turn the camera on. But this is a pretty good setup. I got the camera pointing out, and I got my Contour HD point of view camera filming me. So I thought I'd include that. Now this is a tough stand to hunt because you're looking right into the sun, and this is the sunset we had. So you're looking right into the sun until the sun goes down, and it was 92 degrees. I hunted that stand a couple times that weekend, and let me tell you, it was just tough hunting. So didn't get to hunt the stands I wanted to. I was happy hunting those, but didn't see those deer anymore. It's hard to pattern Georgia deer. They're not like patterning Midwest deer or mainly out west deer. When you see them go the same path, they've got so many food options. Even though it's drought, really what it is they got so many different areas they can bed up. And when you got traffic and pressure and human beings living around, they don't finding a deer is bedding in the same spot more than once. So they probably came to those fields, but they weren't there right at dark. They were probably a couple hours later, or they could have been a couple hours early, just stuff like that. So anyway, just wanted to show you a video of my opening weekend, and what a great encounter with all those deer, even though it was the evening before. We were joking around that they were out there having a big party because they knew the next day was opening day of bow season. So kind of funny. But anyway, thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club. We're going again this weekend, so maybe I'll have some better luck, and maybe we'll have a great video of deer like that, except maybe we can be putting an arrow in the one, letting the air out. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club.